What is going on, fellas? So, your masculinity is going to attract and repel some women. It's a double-edged sword. It's a catch-22. It's one of those things. It's like a positive with inside of a negative type of deal, right? And I'm gonna tell you what I mean by that. First of all, this is Tarek Talks. I'm Tarek, and I'm gonna be talking my stuff. All right. So like, comment, subscribe for men's health, dating, and fitness discussions where we discuss stuff. You know what I'm talking about? We chit chat. Anyway, so the way you attract, first I'm going into the way you attract. Okay. So the way you attract is when she sees that you're solid. You know what I'm talking about? When she sees that you're a man, you know, you're kind of not on that foolishness. You stand up for yourself. You kind of, and a lot of times, a lot of females will call this being a hole, right? Because they see that you're not bending and you're not folding, and you kind of tease her a little bit. If she says something you don't agree with, you disagree with her, you have no problem disagreeing with her. You're not gonna jump through hoops. You're not going all out your way. You're not buying her trips to Montego Bay and the Florida Keys, and you know, texting her every single minute and stuff like that. You know, you're just a solid guy. She sees that you have self-respect, right? She sees that you're standing tall, confident within yourself, and it's extremely attractive. The young ladies find that extremely attractive, right? These guys are sometimes called bad boys, even though they're not really bad. They're just men that don't put up with nonsense, and they have self-respect, whether it be a man or a woman. You dig what I'm saying? Whether it be a man or a woman, they just have self-respect. If something is not going their way, or if the chick says something that's out of line, he's gonna check her. When he's interacting with her, he's gonna tease her. He's not gonna be trying to tiptoe, walk on eggshells. He's gonna say whatever he wants. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a big ass head, or you know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm just playing. I'm not that extreme, but sometimes, you know, sometimes he might say something like that, teasing her, just teasing her, you know. And this is sometimes called a jerk, when really it's just the dude being himself and not being afraid to express himself and not walking on eggshells, because he ain't worried, because he knows he's such a cool dude. You feel what I'm saying? He's such a center guy that if this person doesn't like him, somebody else will, right? And don't get it twisted. He's not like a raging a-hole. Like I said, they get confused with an a-hole. It's just a guy that doesn't really put up with nonsense. Like if the chick trying to pull off some nonsense, like if she's speaking to dude friends or something like that, and he's just really kind of ignoring her, and you know, if she keeps bringing up talking about now, this is if y'all are just casual with it, right? A lot of chicks will bring up other guys. I'm just giving you one example. A lot of chicks will bring up other guys. This guy, you know, talking about the one that's masculine, is gonna kind of like brush it off, like, all right, whatever. So anyway, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pour you up a drink and we gonna make it do what it do, type of stuff. That's it. You feel me? And he's gonna end up doing what he does with her, right? Because she's attracted to that. Now, the same way that she was attracted by this young man, the way he was solid, you feel what I'm saying? The way he had this attitude of, hey, it's cool if you with me, but if you not, then I'll be fine too. The same attitude that he used to attract her is the same way he's gonna repel some of them. And let me explain to you why. Unfortunately, and this is not all, okay? Some women appreciate masculine men. Some women appreciate a man that stands up for himself and is 10 toes down. But in this modern day and age, in this society, let's just be completely honest, a lot of chicks want a guy that's a doormat, right? A lot of chicks want a guy that will just let her get away with anything, you know. And when we're talking about relationships now, we're heading more into relationships. A guy that'll let her stay up until like all odd hours of the night, and she's doing God knows what with God knows who. And a guy that'll let her go out and be with her thotty friends, you know what I'm saying? You done already seen her friends. You know what her friends is all about. Their thoughts. They're good for nothing. You dig what I'm saying? And he's gonna let her do that. He gonna let her talk to him any kind of which way. These are the type of guys, unfortunately, that most women want in a relationship. Not all of them, because like I said, some of them appreciate a man that has principles and a backbone. But there are some women that want a guy that's a doormat. I have ran into them plenty of times, and that's why I always ended up being a short term type of guy. I made a video about the short term and long term type of guys. You know what I'm talking about? I always with these type of women, I end up being the short term type of guy because at some point they're like, okay, this dude is not really bending. He's not really, he ain't going all out of his way and buying me expect. Now, don't get it twisted. I treat everybody with respect, men and women. You got to treat everybody with respect. I treat them with respect, but they be getting mad at stuff like I don't call them every single day and express how much I feel about them and tell them that they're just the most beautiful, gorgeous queen. And they get mad that, you know what I'm saying? Some of them get, I actually had one young lady get mad because I didn't watch her Snapchat stories. She wanted me to watch her Snapchat stories. She's so used to guys doing little weak shit like that, not commenting on her Snapchat stories. This took me by surprise. I'm like, I did not know that was a thing. Like, I didn't know that was a big deal. Apparently it is. She wanted me to start acting like the other dudes. You feel me? Like most other guys, looking at her Snapchat stories and being like, oh, why didn't I get an invite, saying corny stuff like that? You feel me? So it's gonna bother some young ladies that you're not phased and that you kind of don't put up with nonsense. And some young ladies want you to argue with them. They want you to act like a broad, you feel me, just like them, and start arguing with them and going back and forth and engaging in their drama. But you as a masculine man, you really aren't about that. And you just kind of let them go. You tell them, hey, look, I'm not going to argue. I say what I need to say. I'm not going to argue with you any further. And you can leave if you don't like it. A lot of them don't like that. They want you to keep arguing with them. They actually, fellas, look, I've dealt with a lot of young ladies, man. They want you to engage in that foolery of arguing with them, of going back and forth. It gives them a thrill. It gives them a rush. Real talk. It gives them a rush. And I started realizing this, that some young ladies want that friction, want that static. They want you to argue with them. And if you're a solid man, if you're a masculine man, we all know we don't argue. We just let them go. We tell them, if they're like, oh, well, I'm just going to leave then. You tell them, hey, it's unfortunate. You dig what I'm saying? I like your company, but if you want to leave, if you feel that way, I cannot stop you. And I'm damn for shit show. I'm not going to argue with you and beg you because I respect myself. And a lot of young ladies don't like men that respect themselves, especially if they're looking for a long-term guy. Unfortunately, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to just keep it all the way 1,000. Feel me? So anyway, with that being said, I hope y'all like this video. Let me know what y'all thought. Comment for the algorithm, guys. All right? Peace.